Hello, and thanks for joining us for this special holiday mini episode of Surprisingly, where I sit down with strangers and let the conversation do what it's going to do. We're very excited about this one because we've taken it outside the Fresh Consumables studio to talk to strangers right here in the Gulch about all things holiday. A little emotional housekeeping before we get started. We talk about silly things and sweet things, of course, but one of the people we talk to discusses the opioid crisis and the loss of a friend's child, so you might want to grab a tissue. I highly recommend catching this episode on YouTube as well. You can find it at youtube.com/surprisingly_pod. If you're interested in watching the online documentary mentioned in this episode, that's linked in the show description. Special thanks to all the very brave guests who joined us on a whim. I'm Bridget Dinahan, and I'm glad you're here. Thank you for being here with me.
Absolutely. Happy to be here.
So we're talking about the holidays. We are in downtown Nashville, and you are here doing what?
I am here for a conference. So my company is putting on a finance conference. We're a bank. We have CFOs from all over the country here. We're talking about a variety of topics, everything from AI to benefits, just timely topics for our CFO clients. So It's been really fun and exciting. It's good to be in Nashville.
Yeah, everybody's talking about AI, aren't they?
Yes.
That's like a whole thing.
It really is.
How long are you in town for?
So I'm only here until tomorrow morning. So
Okay.
This is my last day, unfortunately.
Well, welcome to Nashville and safe journey back home.
Thank you.
Where is home?
Home is Boston, Massachusetts.
Oh.
So I'm a bit of a far away from home right now, but I do love Nashville, and it's been a really good stay so far.
Have you been, or is this your first time?
Nope, this is my third time here. So we've had the conference for the past few years here in Nashville, and then I've also been here personally for fun with friends. So I love it here.
Cute. We love it here too.
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to quickly talk about the holidays.
Awesome.
What's the most touching gift you've been given during the holidays?
That is such a great question. So my grandmother last year printed out some old photos, and they were of her family. So my great-grandfather, who I never met, he passed away before I was born, along with some other family members. And they were all different shots. Some were just everyday pictures of, for example, like my great-grandmother cooking. Others were pictures of like her and her siblings when they were young, growing up just outside of Boston. And she gave them to me in a card, and she wrote a really heartfelt note and just explained that she wanted to sort of share her legacy. And so just to, I guess, go off of that a little bit, in return, that kind of sparked the idea for us. We gave her something called a Storyworth subscription, which is a subscription for her to write her own book. So every day she was emailed different prompts, and she basically was able to kind of continue that project in more of a formal way. And she actually spent a year, like the entire year, last year, responding to different questions via email, and we just got her book, and it's beautiful. It looks like a book that you would buy like in the store, and she was able to choose the photo that went on the cover. It's professionally like printed and bound, and every page is a different story just based on the questions that she was prompted with. So it's really special. It's something that we'll all keep and cherish forever. We got copies for the whole family. It's great.
I love that your grandmother also understood the assignment.
Yes.
It's like you fully gave her important emotional homework, and she was like, she did it.
Yes, exactly.
Go, Grandma. Good for her.
It was really special, yeah.
That's so neat.
Yeah.
And I love the gift that she gave to you, too. We don't,
Yes.
we live in a world where everything is digital.
Yes,
and some
exactly.
people forget about tangible, tactile photos.
Absolutely.
I'm such a photo person still. I love framing them.
Me
I love
too.
having them.
Yes,
Do
exactly.
you remember, you might not be old enough to remember when people like carried their loved ones in their wallet?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I wish people still did that. I think that's so sweet.
It's kind of cute,
Yeah.
but now we just whip out our phones and we're like,
Yes.
these are my kids. This is my, these are my people.
Exactly. Here's their Instagram.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So what do you, tell me two things. First, what do you love most about the holidays? And second, what do you hate about the holidays?
Yeah, it's a good question. So what I love most is just being able to see my entire family. So my sister lives in Denver, Colorado. We're all in Massachusetts and Rhode Island.
Far.
So having her, yes, it's far. So having her home, she'll be here for Christmas this year, is always really special. She won't be here for Thanksgiving, unfortunately. But being able to see everyone, get everyone together in one place is always really special. I would say what I dislike the most about the holidays is, for me, I have a really big family, which is wonderful, but it's a circuit of like events. So it's always multi-day celebrations, just to be able to see all different sides of the family. And I feel like it does pile up with like work deadlines, with everyone trying to get things done before the end of the year. trying to make sure that we see everyone and like spend good quality time with them too.
Yes.
Can sometimes be difficult and a little stressful. And I personally live in downtown Boston. I don't have a car, so I'm like catching like trains and buses and Ubers.
Truly,
to get
trains,
places.
planes, and automobiles for you.
So
yeah.
it's a little exhausting, but I try to put things in perspective of this is really the one time of year when I get to see everyone, and it's more important to me to make the effort to be there and maybe feel a little bit tired at the end of all of it than to look back and say like, oh, I really wish that I had shown up, even on a day when maybe it was snowing or I had to catch a train or an Uber and it was a little stressful.
It always ends up being worth it, right?
Yes, exactly.
One of the things that I love most about doing a podcast like this is relating to people and connecting with people. And as you were talking, I was thinking just 2 nights ago, we always go back home to my family in Kansas.
Oh, wow. That's
for
amazing.
Thanksgiving.
Okay.
And so we're getting ready to go. And I had to pull out a notepad to start writing down and scheduling, okay, we're going to see these 3 people on this day on Monday. This is what Tuesday's going to look like. And texting people and calling them and being like, okay, are you working? And what time do you get home? And
it's hard.
It's really challenging, but you're right. That's what everybody else is saying too. It's like, it's hectic, but that feeling that comes after the holidays and you're just reflecting and you're like, man, we only have a limited time on this earth.
Exactly.
And it's worth it to go through all of that.
I completely agree.
To be together.
Yes.
Be together. What is the last question?
Sure.
And thank you again
Absolutely.
for sharing space with us.
This has been fun. Yeah.
So, what is something that you've given for the holidays that you're like, I nailed it? Besides, obviously, what you gave to your grandma, but like maybe it was a friend, maybe a partner, something where you're like, yeah, I did that and I was really good at that.
Yeah. So this actually wasn't a Christmas gift, but my partner, maybe can I use a birthday gift? A 30th birthday
totally.
gift instead?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
we'll take it all here.
Amazing. My boyfriend, Devin, who's incredible if he's listening, it was his 30th birthday
Thank you, Devin.
last year.
We like you. Good job.
He was.
Are you still with?
Yes.
You're still with him,
Yes.
so he's obviously.
Yes, yeah, we
doing
live
it.
together. And
Okay,
it's
perfect.
great. So we actually did away completely with like physical gifts a long time ago, and now for every holiday, whether it be Christmas, birthdays, we just do an experience. So plan a fun experience, something we can do together. And for his 30th birthday, which was last year, I really went like all out because it was a big birthday. So we had a weekend trip planned to New York, and I surprised him. I had some of his friends come in, and we all went to like a really nice dinner in New York City, and then out to a comedy show after. And he was just so surprised and like overwhelmed to see everyone. And I think it was just like a great memory that we'll have for a really long time.
Devin, if you mess up, I am married to this man here, but if you're messing up, I'm going to move in because this woman obviously knows how to do gifts, and so does he too. If you're both doing that,
yes,
the experiential gift is incredible.
I completely agree. It's
good
so
for
much
you.
fun. Thank you.
Thank you for being here.
Absolutely. This was great.
Okay, Jody, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to clap in front of the camera. Do yours. All right, we're ready. Do you have plans for the holidays?
Oh, actually, I do. I was going to say beyond the typical. Actually, yes. So usually I do the Christmas Eve, family comes over, do the big meal, all that. Told the kids not happening this year because we're taking off for California to see a friend of ours who is also an entertainer in the Bay Area, Princess Laura Jane.
Okay.
And so we're heading to Oceanside, California.
So does that mean you are just like, we're just not doing the traditional thing at all?
No, we told them we'll catch you when we get back. So, I mean, we will, yeah.
When are you getting back?
I don't know, like a week. So we're leaving we're just not going to be there I think we get back 2 days after Christmas, but we usually do Christmas Eve.
How old are your kids?
30, and my husband's daughter, almost 40. I think she's 39.
They're grown. They can figure out
can
their
totally
own,
handle this, yes.
Their own holiday.
They got it, right.
Okay, what's your favorite thing to eat during the holidays?
I mean, I like the traditional food. I do not like ham, so I would go turkey. But also, we tend to do maybe the fancy meal is I might go get filet mignon or something like that.
Ooh.
The kids want crab legs. Sometimes I buy them, sometimes I don't because they're really expensive and I don't like them.
Okay, so crab legs, that's an interesting one. You said you're a Michigander. You're from Michigan. Mm-hmm. And tell me what you're doing here in downtown Nashville.
Here in Nashville for Student Journalism Conference, I am presenting on community journalism with my good buddy Ann over here.
Hi, good buddy Ann.
Good buddy Ann, and my student journalists about 6 years ago now. 8 years. Holy cow, 8 years ago. Created a documentary about the opioid crisis in our community.
Oh my gosh,
and,
that's amazing.
It was amazing, but devastating.
Devastating,
and, really tough. So anyways, but that collaboration and that product has kind of gone gangbusters in our community and beyond, also because of the opioid crisis, obviously. But anyways, we are kind of taking that message of, how do you get outside of the four walls of your school, into your community, dig into a topic, collaborate with community members, and hopefully produce something that brings awareness to a topic, kind of gives the kids more of a, quote, real journalism experience, right?
Yeah.
And maybe on top of that, you do some good in the process.
Is this documentary still is it still in production, or is it out there yet?
So this documentary is actually on our YouTube channel called Trojan TV East, which is the name of our broadcasting program and our school, East Middle School. And it is actually the featured video. It has almost 40,000 views now.
Are you telling me that middle schoolers are producing this documentary?
I am telling you that 8 years ago, middle schoolers produced a documentary with myself, some community members, a former student of mine who is like a South by Southwest recognized student. I pulled him in and asked for some help on some of the cinematic moments and some help. He was amazing. Shane Bagwell, if you're listening, I love you.
Shane, for doing the good
rock.
work.
Yes, we miss you. Hopefully he's doing something amazing somewhere, I'm sure. So yes is the answer to that. The classroom roster that year, every kid that wanted to be involved had a role, whether it was interviewing a particular person, running the cameras, doing the audio, doing the editing.
You're also teaching film apparently too while you're at it.
Well, that one took us into film much more than what I usually do, for sure. We haven't made a documentary since. It was a pretty intense opportunity and collaboration. This year's project, I wanted to kind of get something like this going again. We are working in collaboration with the fire department, the local fire department, and bringing some awareness to some other topics like hands-only CPR, AEDs, things like that, right? And they're doing more like short journalistic pieces instead of documentary. So
tell me again, so I sat you down because our podcast is about going where the conversation leads. We meant to talk about the holidays, but I think what you've shared here today is adjacent to the holiday spirit, because doing good in your community is always what the spirit of the season is about. So please tell the people one more time where they can find what the documentary is called and where they can find it, please.
The documentary is called Predator and Prey, Opioids, Opioid Savage Effect on Our Community. It's a long one, but if you just search Predator and Prey Opioids, it pops up pretty quick on YouTube. It is about 17 minutes, so it's not, but it's very powerful and really talks about how a community like Traverse City, which is by all means looks very affluent and perfect and idyllic on the water, tourist, type place, fell like everywhere in this last few years, has had its experience with the opioid crisis and taking way too many lives, too many young lives.
It's true. It's a serious, serious issue. So from me to you, you don't know me, but thank you for being at the helm of some of that work, and it's really a breath of fresh air to hear that kids were helping you make this as well.
The students were a big part of it. Anne over here is probably the largest part of it. That she probably doesn't want to be. But Anne has personally experienced this. The loss of her son is a big feature of our documentary, and the fact that she stands here and continues to want to share this message and be part of this is a really powerful,
There's a reason we have tissues over here.
Right? Well, I just like to acknowledge the fact that I don't. She uses the phrase "have a purpose" to keep moving and keep going forward. And she's such a good friend of mine. And I just want to acknowledge that you being able to do this and keep having this purpose, her flying here with me to talk to students about something so painful, and this collaboration to try to make sure other kids don't have this experience. It's pretty awesome.
It is
pretty great
awesome.
Gift for the holidays.
Yeah.
Bringing that back.
Seriously.
Surprisingly.
So tell me, in sitting in this space where we may be dealing with grief during the holidays, but also feeling gratitude, what is a gift that you've gotten during the holidays that you feel really grateful for?
Well, myself personally, I mean, obviously it can always reflect on the gratitude of family, but in this moment, in this situation, being here and leading into the holidays, I think the gratitude I have is being a lifelong learner and learning from other people's experiences and what that can do to shape you as a person. Ann and I knew each other casually prior to this project, okay? Both of our kids were hockey players, okay? Mm-hmm. And we'd wave at each other.
In Michigan, you don't say.
Right, I know. But unfortunately, due to the experience that brought us together, we are friends, very good friends. But fortunately, we are very good friends, and I'm so grateful for you to be in my life, So,
The gift of friendship.
Yes, it's a great one.
It is maybe the best one.
Yeah.
Because really it's a gift of love, right?
Yeah, it's a good
connection.
one. Yeah, it's one you don't have to have, but you do.
Yes.
Unlike your family where you're like, oh, I love you because you're my, no, I do love my family,
chosen.
but it is more chosen, right? Whereas you
chosen.
get to forge new relationships with friendships that hopefully bring something great to the table. And I think Ann and I are pretty darn good duo.
Well, you seem like you're having a good time.
We are trying. Yes, we are.
Well, thank you for doing this with us
Thanks
today.
for having me. Wow. Journalism
See?
teachers' first stop in Nashville.
Doing it.
What was it? Artists and Outlaws?
So
High-five that name of that building.
Artists and Outlaws is the ad agency. Fresh
Got it.
Consumables is the sister content studio that produces this podcast, both in this building right
and
here.
I'm so not kidding when I tell you that I said to Ann on the way here that the one thing I was bummed that we didn't make it for this morning, if we could have, was that there was this big advisor session on how to start podcasting, because I think
Stop
it's
it.
something that I said that, didn't I?
What
because
are you
it's
doing?
it's one piece that we don't do in our digital media program. We do broadcasting, we do live streaming, we do lots of news and journalism, all video based, and then I also do the school yearbook. Yay!
All the
Lots
hats.
of digital photography, but podcasting is a whole other element that I haven't gotten to. So this is kind of fun.
This is kind of fun. Well, you just straight out put it into the universe, and the universe delivered today
I think
for
so.
you.
I think maybe.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for having us. This was fun.
Jessie, thank you for sitting with us
Of
this
course.
morning.
What a fun surprise.
So our podcast is actually called Surprisingly, if you want to look it up later today. As I said earlier, it's just me sitting down with strangers and talking about whatever comes up. So I know we talked about church a little bit before we sat down. We talk about faith. We talk about meditation. We talk about therapy, about meeting the love of your life. We have covered kind of the gamut, but we're still like
Okay, very fun.
a baby podcast. But this is for our holiday episode. So
Nice. It's
we
a great
appreciate
premise.
you. Well, thank you.
I saw the sign and I was like, oh, maybe it's a new coffee shop.
Or that we're not going to give you coffee, but we will give you a free hat.
That's better.
okay. Good.
Yeah.
Good. So I'll just ask you 3 questions, if that's okay. The other premise is I don't prepare my questions, so I'm totally winging it here. What are your holiday plans this year?
My holiday plans are a little undecided
Okay.
right now. I typically don't go home for Thanksgiving, so I usually go to my neighbors, Mary and Kurt.
A little Friendsgiving?
A Friendsgiving. Yeah.
Okay, and what do they usually have?
I honestly, I don't remember much of the food. We always play random games. Mary is pretty good at preparing parties and
So when you say games, do you mean video games or board games?
more like trivia.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, she'll prepare these questions that we answer.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. What
Yeah.
about, do you celebrate Christmas?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so what about Christmas this year? Do you know?
I actually don't know. So I usually go home for Christmas.
Where's home?
Florida,
Okay. What part of Florida?
Naples.
Naples. All right.
Yeah.
And how often we're in Nashville, obviously. How often do
Yeah.
you get home?
I usually just once a year.
Oh, wow.
Just Christmas. Yeah. So I haven't been home since last Christmas.
How do you feel about being so far away from
I
home?
miss it. And it's hard to be so disconnected from your roots and to like keep that story going while you're creating new stories of your life. Yeah.
Yeah. If you
Yeah.
don't mind me asking, Jessie, how old are you?
I'm 28.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long have you been away from home?
Since I was a student.
Okay.
So you could say 10 years.
Oh, wow. Is Nashville going to be your home, do you think?
I think it is. I don't know. I've always felt a little bit like a nomad. But the longer I stay and the people make the place, and I've met a lot of great people. So I love Nashville, yeah.
Nashville is a pretty good city, isn't it? Yeah, we have a lot of it's easy to build community here for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, tell me, do you remember your best Christmas? Or maybe your happiest Christmas memory?
Probably just wearing matching pajamas with my mom and making those popcorn strings.
Oh, popcorn strings,
Yeah.
right? Tell me if I'm getting this right. You take a needle and string.
Yeah.
And would you make the popcorn yourself?
Yeah, you pop it. I think it was Orville or whatever.
Okay, and is it plain popcorn?
Yeah.
You don't put anything on it because you're not eating it, right?
Right.
And using it as garland?
Garland.
For the
yes.
tree or
For
elsewhere?
the tree.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a sweet,
Yeah.
sweet holiday memory. What about now? For some people, gifting is important. Some people, it's not really part of it. What's the most interesting gift you've been given at the holidays?
The one that comes to mind, it's just a journal that my friend found for me with a doodle on the cover. But the doodle, I felt like looks so much like me. And it's just a line, just a white line. There's nothing, it's not filled in at all. And I don't know, it was wild that I could connect with just a doodle.
Do you use the journal?
I did, yeah.
You filled it up?
I filled it up.
Wait,
yeah.
did you use it as a kind of like a task journal or
It
a
was
personal?
kind of my anything journal because sometimes, I don't know, you get these beautiful journals and then you have so much pressure to write everything perfect and amazing that you don't even want to touch it. So this one, I was like, I'm just going to write whatever,
You
like
really-
a journal entry or a list or, yeah.
You really
No plan.
used it. Was it
Yeah.
it was the book that you kept in your bag every day?
Yeah, just bringing it with me.
Neat.
Yeah.
Well, that's it, Jessie.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
all I needed
Thank you.
from you today. Thank you so much
Yeah,
for
this
doing
was so
this
fun.
with us. I love that.
Yeah.
That's it, girl.
Thank you.
Hello, Michaela.
Hello.
I hear before you sat down, you told me that you have a good holiday story.
Yes, I have a good, funny holiday tradition that we do every year in my family.
Okay, tell me about it. I can't wait.
Okay, so I have a distant cousin. I think it's a second cousin, and she's happily married, little kids. And she has a cake pan that she originally got from a bachelorette party in the shape of, what you would usually expect for a bachelorette party.
Uh-huh. It is male-centered.
Yes.
A male-centered shape.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Got it.
Well, she refuses to get rid of this cake pan. It cannot go to waste. And so every holiday, she finds a creative way to make a Christmas themed cake out of this pan. She has an Instagram page. You can look it up.
Oh my gosh.
I can bring it up right now.
Tell the beautiful people, our wonderful listeners, where they can find the the foolery of the very special cake pan.
Absolutely. It's right here.
Do I need to read it?
No, if you want to, you can.
Okay,
Go
let me
ahead
see.
and look at it.
Okay, I'm not going to spoil it for the watching audience or the listeners, but what I'm looking at is, okay, I'm going to say several things.
Okay.
The first thing I'm going to say is blessings upon this woman's head and heart, because she has done a brilliant job of hiding the original shape
Absolutely.
of this cake pan.
Family friendly.
It's very family friendly. She's great at making cakes. And if ever anyone is interested, the account is Phallicakes. So on Instagram at PHALLICAKES. I mean, there's a ghost, there's an angel.
Yes, the Grinch is one of them. It's
I
very
mean,
creative.
This is really, really good. Okay, so is everyone on pins and needles before the holidays waiting to see what she's going to do?
I think so. Personally, I am, because every year I think surely, that's all there is. You can only make so many things.
But apparently she's not run out of ideas.
Yes, it's been limitless. So it's always such a joy every year.
It's hard to top some of the stories that we've had so far, but that's for sure a contender of interesting things of surprising things that we've heard today.
Well, that's awesome.
Michaela, thank you for sitting with us.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here. Of course. Okay, I'm going to hit you with just a couple of quick questions. Are you ready?
I am.
Okay, today we're talking about the holidays.
Love it.
First, tell me, do you have a holiday disaster story?
I do. I come from a Venezuelan family, and we're very loud, and that can get crazy during the holidays, especially with a bunch of family.
Yeah.
But always fun. There was the story where we had a bunch of family over for Christmas, and actually it was New Year's Eve.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember that it was, I don't know, like I'm talking like 80 people.
Yeah.
They're all dancing. At one point, someone got all tangled up. There was a pearl necklace. It broke.
Pearls flying
everywhere. And I kid you not, it was March. We were still finding pearls around the house.
Really?
It was insane. Yes. So that was really funny.
Can I ask you, were there libations? Were there cocktails happening?
Probably. I was about 12, so
not for
I
you.
was
Not for
having
you.
any cocktails, but I'm pretty sure the adults were. The adults at the time were having some cocktails. I'm pretty sure.
They were having a little bit better time than you,
Yeah,
maybe.
most likely. Yeah, exactly.
What's it like? So culturally, your family's just loud and vivacious,
Yes.
is what I'm hearing, if
Yep.
that's correct. What's it like being a part of a loud and boisterous family? I am too.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, like the volume levels,
It can get really high.
80 people too at
Yes.
Thanksgiving, it can get really high. What's that like for you? Are you a loud person or are you quieter?
I am not. I'm not as loud. I mean, to some people I might be.
Yeah.
But compared to my family, probably not as much. So there's always a disclaimer if someone's visiting. I'm like, just FYI, my family's really loud. Don't worry. I hope you're not overwhelmed easily. So, but it's so much fun. It's so much fun. And then, sometimes when I look at it from, yes, it can get overwhelming, but when I look at it from a different perspective, it's, so warm and beautiful just to, be all of us together. So it's also a reminder of, just the family and the beautiful dynamic we have. So
Yeah. Now, do you have family in Venezuela still?
not anymore.
Where
No,
is
no.
everybody?
A little bit all over. So actually, my family on my dad's side, they're Americans, and so they've always been here. So that's why we were always kind of like back and forth. They used to live in Boca and Miami, so in Florida.
Yes.
But then my family on my mom's side also came, and so now my sister's in DC, my dad's in Indiana, my mom's in Miami, my best friends are in New York. I have family in Utah. So it's like really, we're just all over.
Wouldn't
All
it be
over.
nice if all of our beloveds would stay in one place so we all could be, it would be easier for all of us? It just doesn't work that way.
I know, but I think it's also beautiful to be able to travel and
That's true.
visit them. It makes it really special. So I guess, we've already gotten used to that. We're just spread everywhere. So it's also, it's also beautiful. And also when we come together, it's so special, like really planning.
You're really soaking it in.
Exactly. And we always try to do that, especially during the holidays. My mom and my sister and my best friends are coming for Thanksgiving.
Oh,
so
cute.
It'll be their first time in Nashville, actually. Yes. So I'm really excited about that.
What are you guys going to do?
So my best friends are coming with my best friend's mom. We've known each other since I was 11 or 12.
Beautiful.
So they live in New York. They're going to come. They're staying really close to where I live. And then my mom and my sister are staying with me. So we're probably just going to, make a nice dinner and just spend time together. And since they're staying more time, I'm probably just going to take them to Broadway. They have to see the craziness. I'm probably going to take them there. Yes.
Have you prepared them for the shenanigans that will
I told
ensue?
them, imagine Times Square, imagine Lincoln Road on a very busy day. So yeah, I think they're prepared. My sister probably not so much, but
How old's your sister?
we're twin sisters.
Oh, you're a twin.
Yes, we're fraternal twins.
Neat. Neat.
Yeah. And she lives in DC. She has 2 cats. She likes, the quietness.
She's in for it.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Amazing. Okay, so my second question is, tell me about a really amazing gift that you've received around the holidays.
Okay. So I think there's been some really thoughtful gifts that I've received, but I think my favorite one, I got it when I was 4 years old. And I don't know if you remember Abu from Aladdin, the movie.
Of course.
So my mom gave me this plush toy, and I slept with it until I was 25. I still have it at home.
Oh, that's so sweet.
And the most beautiful part of it is my grandma used to try to fix it, like the eyes and, stitch it back together.
It's been
things
well
like
loved.
that.
Yes.
And so after she passed, Abu became kind of like a mix of stitches and love for my grandma. So having him, I call him, but having this plush toy, it was also a reminder of my grandma and her love. So I think that would be my favorite one.
What's your grandma's name?
Robertina. It's a long name.
Oh my gosh, spell it for me.
Robertina.
So, in my silly, plain English accent, it would be Robertina.
Yes.
Okay, that doesn't sound as cool.
No.
You say it again. It's
Robertina.
beautiful, gorgeous.
Yeah, I used to call her Aduil. I don't even know why. Because in
Aduil.
Spanish, abuela, it's
Abuela.
grandma. And, I guess I didn't know how to pronounce it well.
Yes.
So I started just calling her Aduil. And then everyone started calling her Aduil. So, yeah.
Oh, I love a nickname story too. I mean, we're digressing from the holiday conversation, but I love familial nicknames, and I also love how families come up with their own language. I'll give you an
Right.
example, my little brother mispronounced, he couldn't say breakfast when he was little. He would say, let's have breakfast Freddy.
I love
And
it.
so to this day, we say,
Everyone
it's time
calls
for
him-
breakfast Freddy. That's just
I
how you
love
say
that.
it. Do you have any other examples of
that.
internal language that you use with your family?
Yeah, so there's actually, with my dog, there was one dog that we had. It was like the family dog. And I used to try to call him Gordo, just a pet name.
Yeah.
And that turned into Gordy for some reason.
Right.
And he became just Gordy. And then at the same time, we had this cat, Bianca. She was beautiful. And then Bianca turned into Bianquita, and that turned into Mima. I don't know how.
Right.
And then it was like Mimi. So people would call her just Mima or Mimi. Oh, La Mima, La Mimi. So
I love that
things like
too,
that.
how our names for things will just take a left turn
Oh,
and have
absolutely.
no association.
at all. It was such a beautiful name, Bianca. It was a beautiful name, but she ended up being La Mima.
That's
because-
cute. That's cute too.
Yeah,
That's
so
cute
it's,
too.
It's mostly things like that, but I love the breakfast.
Yeah,
What
that's-
is it again?
Brecca Freddy.
Breakfast. Yes.
Or
Yes.
another sibling of mine couldn't pronounce horse. And so, of course, like kids usually say horsey.
Horsey, yeah.
But she couldn't pronounce her H's, so she would say foosey. And so a horse is still a foosey.
Foosey.
For no reason.
Oh, that's a cute name for a horse.
Okay,
Might start using it myself.
last question. How do you feel about the holiday season?
I love it, and I hate it at the same time. Because
That's
it can
fair.
be overwhelming. It can be overwhelming. Like, I try to be thoughtful with my presents, but at the same time, there's always, everything happens in a rush. And so, like, you're trying to figure things out. And, like, in my case, I always plan a trip. Whether that is to go to DC and visit my sister, spend Christmas with my mom. Also, my sister and I, our birthday is December 29th. My mom's birthday is December 31st.
Oh, you have a lot of
A
like
lot
holiday
going
birthdays.
on. My cousin's December 26th, so it's like back to back every single year. So it's beautiful and I love it. And I think I agree that it's like the most beautiful time of the year. You get together with your loved ones, with the people you love. Everyone's kind of like in the same mood, just celebrating. But yeah, I mean, it can be a little
overwhelming.
stressful. Yeah, especially when you're, again, just planning so many different things at the same time. But it's beautiful. I love it.
I can relate to that so much because I've been telling people recently, you know, we're filming this and recording it in the month of November, right before Thanksgiving.
Right.
And I always tell people close to me, my most dreaded time of year is actually right before Halloween through right before Thanksgiving, because similarly, not only is it the holiday season, but it's also lots of our loved ones have birthdays around this
Right.
time. And all of my people aren't really even fussy about their birthdays, but it's just the planning and the gifts and the going extra places when everyone's doing like fundraising and the school is gearing up and asking for
Right.
extra things, which of course we're happy to do, but it's just like event after event
It
after
can be a
event that you're just
lot.
like, I want to lay in a dark room and be in the quiet, but also it's fun too.
It's fun and it's beautiful, and that's the thing about it. I mean, I get a little stressed out and it can be overwhelming, but it's so beautiful that it's worth it.
That's true.
And yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Nowadays, I just try to relax and find ways to make my life easier.
Yes,
So like if
amen.
it's Thanksgiving, I won't necessarily cook dinner for everyone, but we'll split roles and things like that.
Perfect. Way to caretake yourself.
Exactly. So it's like, okay, how can I go about this in a way that I get to actually enjoy it?
Yeah.
Because every single year, once you look back after the craziness, it's like, wow, that was so much fun. That was beautiful.
What do you think you're either going to make or bring? Are you going to make a dish?
Oh, probably the turkey. I love being the one who brings the turkey.
Okay,
Because it's so easy. I mean,
do you do it in the oven or are you a
Oven.
fryer?
Oven.
You're an oven girly.
Yeah, I am
Okay.
an oven girly, and my aunt on my dad's side, she taught me how to prepare it some time ago. And it's so moist and yummy. It's amazing, and it's so easy. I mean, in my eyes, it's easy. Like, I feel, being the one to bring the sweet potatoes or like, things like that. The green bean casserole, it's like, I don't know, too much preparation. The turkey, it's like you put it in the oven, you pay attention to it, but it's, straightforward.
Hey, let me tell you, I've had a lot of bad turkey in my day, a lot of dry turkey. So don't sell yourself short. If it may be easy for you, but if you make a turkey really well, good for you. And thank you for your service to our to our meal. Thank you for sitting with me today.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
Our show is executive produced by Sherry Day, Farley Day, and John Arnold. Produced, edited, and engineered by Jonathan Kosick. Designed by Josh Ford. If you live in the Nashville area or are visiting soon and want to be a guest, email us at jonathan@freshconsumables.com. That's JONATHAN@freshconsumables.com. Want to hear more of Surprisingly's meaningful and unpredictable conversations? Subscribe now wherever you get your podcasts. I'm your host, Bridget Deanahan. Thanks for listening.